Before you start the course, I think it's a good idea to introduce myself, your instructor. My name is Andy Williams, and I am going to teach you how to convert your WordPress website from HTTP to HTTPS. There's a picture of me in the Black Country Museum in the West Midlands having a pint. Now, it was suggested to me that having a pint of beer in a photo that is introducing my course may not be the smartest move, but I wanted to show you that I'm a real person and I'm there. If you have problems, contact me through the Q&A system of this site and I will help you. I will help you fix your site. I will help you solve through the problems that you have. So I am there to help. So who am I? Well, I actually started out life as a science teacher and I taught science up to the age of 18, so just before university. And I've been earning a living online since about 2002, and since that time most of what I've been doing has been teaching. I've been teaching on my website easyseonews.com, and in terms of WordPress, I've been teaching WordPress since about 2005, and SEO, that search engine optimization, since about 2003. And there you can see my very first newsletter, published 15th of October 2003. If you go along to Amazon, you will also find about 20 books I've written on various aspects of building sites, optimizing sites, and so on. So that's enough about me. Let's have a look at the course itself and why you should convert your HTTP site to HTTPS. One of the reasons I hear a lot of people mention is that search engines like HTTPS and they will give you a ranking boost. Well, Google has actually said yes, HTTPS is a ranking signal, but it's not a very strong one, so it's not enough of a reason in itself to convert your site. The other reason that I get a lot is that the web browsers show a secure or insecure padlock in the address bar, and that can give confidence to your visitors. And that is very true. If your website has any sort of form on a page, Google in October 2017, Google has started showing your site as, or that web page as, not secure. So you need to have secure pages wherever you collect user information. If your page doesn't have any forms on for people to fill out, or it's not collecting information, then you may not get the not secure sign, but you don't get the secure padlock you would if it was an HTTPS. So taking into mind web browsers and how they display secure or insecure can also be a major reason for changing. But really the main reason for changing is for your visitors. It gives them confidence. It makes sure that anything that they are doing on your site is secure and hidden from prying eyes. So if we move on to why you should switch, or should you switch in fact, well, if you have information only sites where you're not collecting any information from your visitors, then there really isn't that much of a reason at the moment. It may be that in years to come Google will force you to go HTTPS, and they're certainly encouraging everybody to do it. And as you'll see in this course, it's not that difficult, so I highly recommend that you should anyway. There is the question about new versus established sites, because when you convert your site from HTTP to HTTPS, what you're effectively doing is creating a brand new site, and Google sees it as a brand new site. That means that you are risking the rankings of your existing site by moving it. However, the way we're going to do it in this site is we're actually going to redirect all the old pages from HTTP to HTTPS, and we're going to let Google know that the page has permanently moved. And from experience, what generally happens is Google will then redirect all those links coming into the HTTP to go through to the HTTPS, giving that the link juice so that your rankings should be unaffected. But there are no guarantees. I have to state that up front. And that is one of the potential problems with it, is that there are no guarantees you're going to maintain your rankings. I've converted a number of sites and I've never had a problem, but I can't guarantee it. So in this course, what are you going to learn? Well, we're going to go into more detail on what is SSL and should you switch. And then we're going to look at something called Auto SSL, which a lot of web hosts now have. And I'm going to show you, if you want to use it, you can use it. If you don't want to use it, you can remove it. And I'll explain why you might want to remove it rather than use it. That's all in the course. We're going to look at Cloudflare. We're going to look at what is Cloudflare and why I use it, and in turn why you should use it. Because Cloudflare not only speeds up and makes your site more secure, it also gives you a free way of adding SSL certificates. So we're going to add a website to Cloudflare. We're going to show you how to generate and install an SSL certificate and get your website working through an HTTPS connection. We're going to cover something called mixed content, which you'll find on most websites after converting, but I'm going to show you how to fix it, and there's some free tools that you can use to help find it and fix it. And we're going to secure the dashboard so that when you log into your WordPress dashboard, you're logging in through an HTTPS connection. We're going to redirect all those HTTP pages to HTTPS pages, as I mentioned already, in a way that Google understands the page has moved. So Google should therefore reward the HTTPS pages in the same way that it did the HTTP, even if all your old links are pointing to the HTTP version of the page. And finally, we're going to test the SSL connection and make sure everything is working fine so that your website is 100% secure. All of these steps you can follow along at your own pace. If you have any questions or problems with any of the steps, I'm there to help you in the Q&A area of this website. So you can be confident that when you start doing the process, you'll get to the end and complete the process. With any problems, you've got help from me. At the end of the course, one of the final lectures will be a complete run through of one of my HTTP sites, converting it to HTTPS. That video is probably around about 15-16 minutes in length, and that shows you the entire process of converting the site from HTTP to HTTPS, checking it and making sure everything is working. Although the video is only 15 minutes and that's how long it actually took me to convert, there are areas in the video where I've paused the video because some things take longer. For example, at one point we have to get an Edge certificate issued for our site. That takes several minutes, so rather than wait for several minutes, making the video several minutes longer, I've just paused the video. But that's the only time I've paused it, and you'll be able to see the entire process, complete run through HTTP to HTTPS.